Hey guys, it's Amar. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be breaking down the song that I made. It's called I Regret. Now this song came out a few months ago and it's based on a simple premise of just regretting not being there and regretting, should have done more, should have discussed more. And it could apply to any topic or any situation in life. So like I said, it's called I Regret. It's a rock, pop kind of song. Started with the power guitar, which I'm going to play you very shortly. Going to go through the instruments and going to go through exactly what I was thinking, my thought process, maybe a few plugins that I put on there. The song's out, you can check it out, it's on YouTube. Of course, I got to drop that quick plugin. And yeah, and I'll be playing a little bit of acoustic guitar as well. And let's jump right into it, and I'm talking. Hey guys, here we are. We're in the session, and I have all the files stacked up. They're totally raw. It's about 30 to 40 tracks. And I'm going to start with this very first instrument. It's called a guitar crunch. Now, the reason I'm starting with this, because this is initially the inspiration I got for this song. I had the song written, and like I said, it's about having regret. And this is the instrument that when I heard it, I started to do the melody to it. So let's have a listen. Okay, here we go. So just an everyday, good, solid, driving power guitar. And here he goes. Living carefree, without a plan, a clue. So that's how that was built. So now, without further ado, good old drums. Because, when you're making music and producing, I find that the drums is what I kind of gravitate. Maybe sometimes first, if not second. Good solid 4 on the floor. Now totally raw. No processing or anything whatsoever. These are programmed, they're not real. I'm not gonna say they're, I recorded them in Abbey Road with 20 drummers. They're digital programmed drums. They're raw. They sound great in my opinion, so I went with it. Now next, let's go on with the bass. Now the bass for this song, after it was mixed, mastered, and released, to tell you the truth, I don't lie. And the biggest critic is always going to be yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I found the bass a little thin, and nothing we can do now. The song's mixed, released. It's great. It holds the song down. It's in place. Everything is great. But it was a DI, and we got it mixed, and added extra meat and beefed it up. But I found it overall a little thin. Let's hear it though. Now, just to show you, I'm going to throw one quick plugin on that I use, JJP bass. I'm just going to see if I can just add some width to it right now quickly and just see what happens. Yeah, so like I said, it's very thin. I can only crank the knobs and faders so much. But like I said, great bass, everything's perfect, but a little thin. And like I said, since I play guitar amateur, then I'm always gravitating towards, let's do the guitars first. Let's do the acoustic guitar. Very greatly played. Not by me, by a musician friend of mine. Great guitar, nice and rough, sparkly. It's got the jingle jangle that I want. And let's see what else you got in this thing. Clap, you heard one, you heard them all. I'll play the vocals too after. And let's have a look at the little guitar riffs, if you want to call them licks, whatever you want to call them. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry, pin solo. Totally raw, just plugged in. I'll play you in context with the acoustic guitar. I'm going to bring it in, okay? Now, when I heard this, when I sent it off to a friend of mine to get some music added to it, musician friend of mine, and he's really great. And when I got it back, it kind of gave me instantly the sound of the early 2000s millennium. I guess that kind of I don't know what it's called, pop or pop rock that was, you know, in then. And it had that vibe to me, and I loved it. And since I'm in that kind of category age-wise, I loved it. And maybe I'm always biased. Everything I get, I love. You're gonna find that a lot on my channel and social media. I love everything. Not forget music, you know. If someone brings a vehicle or a car and it says they got a bright color, I love it. Just kind of person I am. But I always am my biggest critic, and I always will be. And that's just gonna make you a better musician, in my opinion. And like I said, for my work, I'm never happy. Even when I release it, I always think, ah, damn, I could have added this. I could have took this away. When I was getting mixed, I wish I just added a little more slap on the vocal, because as humans, we're never happy. Okay, now, enough of that. Let's hear it. Now let's go to the vocals. I know a lot of people, when they do these kind of videos, they don't share the vocals because maybe, you know, like I said, we're our own critics. Sometimes we're not confident and we don't like to hear our own voice. But I'm beyond that. I'm quite open about it. So let's hear it. So the only thing I have on this vocal is just compression, because I want you to hear it, because the raw vocals, you know, recorded in the audio interface, they're at line level, very quiet. Like everything's there, the power and dynamics, nothing changes, just compression and bring it up. So let's listen to the vocal. Here you go.
Living carefree, without a plan or clue. Seconds tick by, who knew God would come and get you? Sorry, we fought yesterday and cried 2 days before. Pain fell from our eyes and hit the flow, flow, flow.
So there you have it, just basic LA2A compression on it currently, just for listening purposes. Like I said, I'm not a credited singer, I'm not the best singer in the world. I don't think I'm professional, but I like to sing, and I sing based on a mood and emotion at that time, if I'm warmed up enough and my mindset's there. And, you know, in my opinion, there's always room for improvement. I'm always going to critique myself first. And these vocals to me at the time were done great. Could I have done better? Of course. That's going to be me for life. I can, you know, say at that time, man, in my capacity, that was the best job I could do. 2 weeks later, when I'm sitting at the computer at the studio, I'm thinking, you know what, Amar, come on, man. I know you can do better. And that's a great thing to always do, is always look for improvement. So those are the meat and potatoes of the song. It's not a very overly done song. I don't have a lot of things going on. I also have, I'll play these pads, because there's keys in the song. Very, you know, minimal. Let's listen to it. It's dry. Plucks, automated pads coming in, up and down. These are played great. Let me play something so you can hear what it sounds like. Let's say guitar. Now you want to know something that like for me, when I'm always making music, I want to just stack the instruments on and just compile them and make a big orchestral arrangement. Great. But a lot of times when I revisit my songs, it could be a month after, a week after, it could be 6 months, it could be even years after. I look at it, what if I just, the guitar alone and these pads to me, if I just sung my vocals to them, or if I just add the vocals and maybe basic percussion, like even that just sounds more better. Instead of having so much going on where you can't hear half the things going on because the song is just dying for breathing room. Just like in my opinion, if I were to start this song new, I would. Just listen. Pads are coming in, like I would be happy with this.
Living carefree, plan a close second step by. Who knew God would get you? But sad, there's a single word hasn't come out of my mouth since the day you left. Since the day you left.
Many ways. And let's see what else we got. Piano I got is very, I think it's only fillers. Let's hear. Everyday standard pluck. Let's see here. Vocal backups, background vocals. Hook stacks, which is chorus stacks, about a good 4 or 5 standard. I'll play you one. Nothing special.
What's sad is a single word hasn't come out of my mouth.
Stack, I'm gonna stack them. And that's the premise of this song. I don't wanna when I do these videos I'm not doing the technical. I'm not too concerned about the technical aspect, you know, plugins, hardware, automation, EQ, compression, dynamics, reverb, because you know, there's tons of videos on that. My goal here is to explain the song, my thought process, the instruments that I used, and how it ties together with what I've released already. Like I said, number one, I started with I Regret. It's the simple topic based on I regret that I should have been maybe better man, better person, been around more, loved someone more, just had the last conversation with something. So that's done. Power chord guitar sample that I had. That's where I originally sung the whole song to, because it had great energy, great vibe, and great dun 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 dun. That drive to drive the vocal out of me to do the song, and then everything came after. You know, then I had meetings with my musicians, guitars, keys, drums were programmed. Those are simple. You know, you program 4 on the floor, you do when you do them all. Nothing special about that. And then mix, master, and put out, and that's about it. And like I said, I hope you guys like the song. If you haven't listened to it, the video's out on the channel. It's called I Regret. Stream it. You know I'm going to dump that plug in here at the end because, hey, why not? Have a listen, check out my other music, guys, and I'll release another video after this about my other songs and other good stuff to help you. Because at the end of the day, all of us musicians, whether you're a singer, songwriter, let's just go with singer, songwriter, artist, because that's kind of what I make my videos around. I'm not a technical mix engineer, so I won't include them in that because, you know, they play a different instrument, a very important role. So we'll leave them there. Shout out to you mix engineers, because at the end of the day, you guys do a great job in taking everything and putting it together. This is Amar. Stay safe, stay healthy, guys. We'll see you in the next one. So the chords in the song are a little bit different, but the way I'm going to break it down, you know, if I play live or if I play, you know, on social media, I do simply D major, A major, C major, and the good old G major. Just stick with those 4 chords, and you can sing along to it. A lot of times I keep it simple. I'll play for a long time. I'll just use those chords. So, for example,
Living carefree, without a plan or clue. Seconds tick by. Oh no, God will come and get you, get you. Sorry, before yesterday, and cried 2 days before. Pain fell from her eye, then hit the floor, floor, floor. So much to tell you, so much we didn't know now. I got no purpose and I'm lost without you now. What's sad is a single word hasn't come out of my mouth since the day you left. What's sad is a single word hasn't come out of my mouth since the day you left.